Well, we're sticking with the Halloween shows, I guess, since they've been doing pretty good for the most part. You laugh. Garfield has gotten a couple more views, so it's almost up to 20. But you laugh, but it's still he's still beating out Dick Tracy. So Dick Tracy has a whopping 7. So, and I would like to thank the 6 new subscribers that have decided to really take a liking to Elvin and the Chipmunks. I guess they do understand how hard it is to find. I've been looking for the seasons of Alvin and the Chipmunks since the year 2000, I believe. I think it was earlier than that. It's whenever I went into an FYE and found DuckTales and Ninja Turtles and so on and so forth. So, no, I'm not finding that no more. So I decided to why not do Goosebumps? People still watch it even now with Halloween just around the corner. Even if it's corny and silly, people will watch it. So I've decided to do the Night of the Living Dummy 3. And our friend Hayden Christensen is actually in this episode. So we get to laugh at him right off the bat. So this is obviously, these are the books that R.L. Dork wrote. And these were the children's books that he came out with. So I will do a review. I'm sorry, R.L. Stein. So I will do a review on this episode right after this.
Best-selling author in America, R.L. Stein, wants to give you lots and lots of goosebumps 3 different ways. First, Goosebumps books, where the terror began, and the screams go on forever and ever. Then, give yourself Goosebumps, the books where you choose from 20 different scary endings. And coming soon, Goosebumps Triple Header, 3 stories in one monstrous book, 3 times scarier. From Parachute Publishing and Scholastic Inc., available where books are sold. Write us to get information on how to join the all-new Goosebumps fan club. They're so good, it's scary.
Well, this is the Goosebumps commercials. We all remember the books when we were kids, anyways. I did read a few of them. I'm trying to remember the exact number, but it was probably more than 10. I think we still had the bookmobile coming around our neighborhood, and I think that's how we picked out a couple of them to start with. And then we ended up buying them, and then I started. Then the problem was I switched from Goosebumps to Stephen King, and well, then Goosebumps kind of got pushed aside a little bit because I found out that they were just a little bit silly. They are, but they were far from scary. I never had any nightmares from them, but I found them fun. Quite possible, but yeah. Well, I did try watching Halloween 2, and I got through the first 3 seconds of it, and then turned it off. And trust me, it wasn't from being scared. I was pretty much annoyed 2 seconds in. So this is Goosebumps. So R.L. Stein, from what I read up on him, very, very successful writer, very, very successful books. But I think he did end up getting into some kind of lawsuits. I don't really remember what they were for. It's something I will have to read again. I think I read up on him when we watched the Goosebumps movies that was starring Jack Black. I actually did find the beginning of those movies kind of amusing, just because Jack Black was kind of an angry R.L. Stein. It did make me laugh a little bit. So they did come out with the TV show, and from from what I remember, me and my brother were pretty excited about it. We did end up watching this a little bit when we got a chance to. He watched it more than I did. Yes, I do. So 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 anyway, so I decided to do Night of the Living Dummy 3 because we have a dummy in this show. Hayden Christensen is in this is in this one, and he's actually getting picked on right at the beginning of the episode. So he's really the only known actor that is in this. Everybody else was not really in anything else. Slappy, the dummy, he was in some of the other episodes. I believe they even made the character in the movie. But Slappy is, of course, the dummy that could be that now dummies really can scare people. There actually is a phobia of these dummies, so that does happen from time to time. So people, well, well, I guess then I can be a Goosebumps character. Maybe I'll be in R.L. Dork's next book, Chip's Revenge. So I will show the first clip in just a second.
Zane is going to be your guest, not your hostage. So I want you to promise no tricks at Zane's expense.
All right. We promise.
Yeah. Okay. What's it say?
Kuru Marie Ogana Loma Malonu Karano.
Well, I have two guests tonight, so yes, little claustrophobic here. I got Skip over here, and I got Stimpy. No real room to move. So the characters in this is Erica Fairfield. She plays. I'm sorry, trying to get the names here. Trina, and Daniel is played by Blair Slater. Like I said, they haven't really done anything. And Hayden Christensen is Zane. And their dad is Martin Doyle, and he is Mr. Dan Odell. So Dan Odell brings home the dummy. Of course, Trina decides to read the stupid thing that's in the box. Obviously, it's a spell, and it wakes up Slappy. So now Slappy's happy because he gets to torment this stupid family that decided to get him. So obviously, Zane at the beginning they like to pick on him. So this could become very very amusing. So I will now play the next clip of when Zane does enter the house, and they were telling stories of how they used to pick on him all of the time. So the dad already warned him that he is a guest, he isn't a play toy. I hope he turns into a play toy. And I like to use a different word. Hostage was being nice. So and I'm sure everybody, since they don't like Hayden Christensen, they will enjoy it if there's some planks. My alarm went off. That's the Hayden Christensen alarm because he will be in the next clip. So I will show that in just a second. Okay, can you?
Oh wait. I think I gotta sneeze. Here, get this one.
Well, I'm enjoying a beverage here with There you go, Stimpy. So apparently I'm done, and apparently we were wrong on the name. I guess it's not Slappy. I guess it's Rocky.
No, Slappy is the dummy.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the other dummy.
Okay, so there's a couple dummies in this. Um, Not including the actor. Oh yes, well he obviously is since his career's pretty much done. So so this is I guess before he was Anakin Skywalker, I guess he was afraid of little plastic dolls. So obviously there's one in his room. Oh wait, we haven't gotten that far yet. My bad. Oh, just wait for it. You're gonna laugh. So obviously he's afraid of plastic dolls. So he even has a little book, and it's Conquering Your Fears, which is fine. But little plastic dolls, hmm. Okay, Hayden. So I guess he's afraid of things that can't move or hurt you. So we will find.
By himself.
Yeah, but they don't know what Slappy is capable of yet. So he's just a magical dummy that just somehow comes to life after Trina put the spell on. Um, so we will find out what exactly happens when poor little Zane here is trying to sleep. Let's just say that he has a rude awakening. So, and it has to do with lots of feathers. So he destroys his aunt and uncle's property. What a nice thing to have in your house. I'm not talking about the dummy. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Help me! No! No! Help me! Help me! No! 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 Help me, please! Help me now! No! Help me! No! It was gonna kill me, Hattie Patty! It was Moose!
This was great. So
You lost something.
I did lose a guest. So this wonderful character here, Zane, he sees a something by his bed, and he decides to take a pillow and pretty much whack it to death, and all the feathers come out. So now he's destroying property. A pillow isn't going to kill you. He barely even hit the dummy didn't even get knocked over. So you know what? I don't know. I don't know if when he was hitting it, it got ripped or something. I'm not sure how these Goosebump directors really understood the sets there, and I believe R.L. Dork was on set for a lot of this stuff too. Sorry, R.L. Stein was
I
a.
think that's why I was looking for you the first time.
This is why what?
I was looking for you the first time.
I forgot about things getting thrown at me. Hopefully, it does not happen during this video. So Zane is obviously upset. I guess he's really is afraid of these plastic dolls. So he goes downstairs, and now later on here, he does have obviously a hobby, which is photography. So he is developing his pictures, and what do you know? You better put rubber sheets on those beds because he's about to pee his pants again. So I will show the next clip, and he's really dressed like a dork this time. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Sorry, Zane. Dad doesn't let us blow up things anymore.
Just ignore him.
There we go. And you grab this like that. Slide it in there. And we wait. I look kind of pale. It gets darker.
Wait a second, that's me. But who's that?
Look at this. What? Why'd you guys do this? Thanks a lot, you guys.
Zane?
No, really, thanks a lot.
So this is actually a really cool hobby. I have to give Zane this. Photography looked like fun. I was going to take it in college, but the class was full.
I liked it.
So-
I did in high school.
So now apparently, since this, oh my, okay, we're getting a little feisty down there.
I also put that glass.
Talking about the cat. So apparently, the director here got some things wrong. What exactly were they? So apparently, he's using his fingers, which is a no-no. And I guess you have to dip it into 3 different liquids. Okay, so he got some things wrong here. So now, moving on from that part, since the director did not look up on how to deal with photography, um, obviously Zane sees more plastic dolls and pictures and freaks out. So maybe he's done freaking out. That would be nice. So we'll see what happens in the next clip. It's dinner time at the wonderful household of doom. So I will show that clip in just a second.
daughter, so you can't just leave. Right? Please? For me, you're sweet and petty. Well, okay. What I've done for you. Oh, no!
Good.
Come in here. Uh-oh.
Honey, at least we still have the roast.
Oh, no! My rose!
Well, this is the nice little dinner service here. So they said, let's check out the roast. I'm glad that when I opened up my roast today, I'm glad I didn't find a clown in it. So that would have made me mad. What? So, so my roast came out fine, but apparently this family's did not. The Odells seem to find a clown in their roast. So obviously this scares Zane. So as much as I've been picking on Zane this whole entire show, I've been making fun of him. I've been laughing at him. But there's a nice little twist that is coming up in this episode. People probably know. They're probably laughing at me since I'm making fun of him. So all those Goosebumps fans out there are saying, why are they making fun of him? We know what's coming up in the next clip. So I will show that clip in just a second. There's a little twist here. So I will show that just in a little bit.
Wasn't enough for you to ruin Zane's life, you have to ruin mine too?
Nice try, but I've been hiding up here all night. Sue's been messing with the dummies. Oh, and look who showed up. Trina.
You little creep, you're still trying to pin this on me.
Yeah, well,
What a great weekend this is.
that's Zane. That's Zane.
And they thought I was afraid of you? This trip, Trina and Daniel will never mess with me again.
Looks like Zane's been a naughty boy.
What?
Poor scared little Zane.
Wait, no,
You want to be a prankster, do you, Zane?
Well, so this is, I guess, Zane was playing them all along. And so don't I look silly? Well, I'm still going to make fun of him anyway. Just because he was Anakin Skywalker and a pain in the butt. So anyways, so he decides, so I guess he's been playing them all along. So I guess I'll give him some credit. But obviously the dummy is alive and well. So I will show the next clip here of how it's going to bring some other dummies to pretty much torment the family. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Except, I do hate to work alone.
Well, the dummy is alive, so Slappy is going to have a play date with Rocky. So they are going to wreak havoc on this nice little household here. So obviously this is the end of part 1. So now we're going to get into part 2, where I guess it tends to pick up. So I will show that clip in just a second.
you don't know when to stop, do you? What are you talking about? That.
Oh,
I didn't do it, I swear.
oh, come on, Zane.
Whoever did that.
Wow. It's a pretty good trick, Zane.
Yeah, how'd you do it, Daniel? Get off of me, no. Oh, yeah, how? You can't fit anything that huge inside this bottle. It's impossible.
Where'd he come from?
Well, so obviously there's a lot of stuff going on here. We got some dummies on the fans. And then there was one stuffed in the water bottle. Now notice Zane here. Notice how he talks. This is definitely filmed in Canada, no question. So, and that is true. I did look that up. The way he says about. You can definitely tell it's like a Canadian accent. About.
Okay.
So now Zane is going to antagonize Slappy, who just appeared on the dining room table. So let's find out if Snappy or Slappy actually retaliates here and actually does anything, or if he's just going to sit there like a lump on a log. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Area. Well, how come you won't do anything now, huh? How come?
You didn't say.
No!
What's the matter, Zane? I thought we were gonna be buddies. Abracadabra! Oh, I love that. Gotcha. I don't think so.
Well, so Slappy is alive. Now, what I was just brought to my attention was, could you imagine if they recorded this? Yeah, there were no cell phones in 1997 that had video on them or cameras. They had cell phones, but you just called. There was no stupid passwords, ridiculous internet. They didn't have Facebook on them. They were phones. You called on them. So so Slappy is obviously alive and well. He pulls the rug on the kids. They fall. But is this is a dummy. So they did slingshot him with the recliner chair, and they have him down, and they do manage to stuff him in a trunk. So I will show all that in just a second.
Now what? You say how I throw it. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Quiet.
So now before that they put this little thing down the well of doom, they noticed that the little clip here, they didn't get the arm in the trunk. That was actually a goof from what I read. They were supposed to get the arm in. So this was a an actor's fault on this. They did not get the dummy all the way in, but they did cover it up well. So I have to give them that. Um, so it was a little mistake in there, but it was nicely hidden. So they do put him down the well, and then of course he came with some baggage in his mouth. A useless creature came out of his mouth, and he refused to lift the solid oak and help the dummy move some of the goods out. The uh, so the frog was pushed away because it was useless. So obviously the frog is gone. So
We didn't show a frog.
no, we didn't show the actual frog, but I'm explaining what happened. So let me think. So what was the last thing that we showed? Just
Him going down the well.
just him going down the so they're just mimicking the ring. So when they put Samara down the well, obviously good bad things happened. Same thing here. So obviously maybe this is where they got the idea from the ring to throw the girl down the well. Now they're throwing the dummy down the well. So obviously the dummy came first. So now I will show the next clip of so Slappy's gone, but we will see. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Hey, look who's come to join the party. Better late than never. Thing I say. Won't you, Rocky?
Sure, boss.
What have you done to Zane?
See for yourself. Oh, this will be great.
So this is the best Hayden Christensen ever, is him actually as a dummy. So far this will be the final clip with him, and we get to see him just in wooden form. So this is so now he is at least tolerable. So now does he come back to life? I don't know. You're gonna have to check out this episode for yourself. So I will show the final clip, and we actually get to see two dummies actually fight. So it isn't capes and lasers, but it's much more entertaining. So I will show that clip, and it's better than today's WWE. So I will show this fight scene in just a second.
Whatever I say for the rest of your lives. You are my slaves, just like Rockhead over there. Now, I give you life. Who are you gonna listen to? Her or me? You see, there was no contest. What are you doing? Tacky talent, termite thing, put me down.
Well, this was the final clip, and yes, I did find this last part here pretty amusing. So the I guess you want the review for Goosebumps. Um, I'll be gentle. This was a TV series. It was for kids. I believe this was on. I believe it was on Fox in the afternoons. Is this better than Power Rangers? Oh, absolutely. It's better than that. This last scene here was pretty amusing. I got a chuckle out of it. The acting's cheesy. I know the stories are cheesy. It's Goosebumps. But I will be very generous, and I will give this a very generous C plus. Oh, come on. This is not A material. This isn't even a B minus or a B plus or a B. I was very nice with a C plus here. And I do understand that it is for children, but if you watch it now, it's okay to watch during the Halloween season. I understand that, but am I gonna go out of my way to say, yeah, I want to watch Goosebumps today?
Yeah, you will.
No.
Yes, you will.
No.
You will, because if I want to watch Goosebumps, you will be watching Goosebumps.
All right, I will. Okay, so I guess if you have a significant other, that my point exactly. Will that if that person did not have that significant other, would they go out of their way to watch Goosebumps? I would not. But it is but a C plus isn't that bad. It just means it's a fun watch, but it's not. It's not artistic. It's very fartistic. So, but it's like I said, it's just fun. That's what it is. A C plus isn't that bad. It's not like I gave it a UW. And I'm gonna get something thrown at me for a C plus. A C plus. It's in the top three ABC. So it's not like it's unwatchable. So if you have your opinion on Goosebumps, please comment below. Yes, when I if now will I recommend this? I guess I will do that. For children, or if you did like Goosebumps and still do, okay, then I will recommend it. But if you don't like this kind of acting, or if you don't like stuff like this, then no, I do not recommend it. So comment below, subscribe if you want, and thank you very much for watching.